All right. And we are up. Let me get the pop-out chat in there. Good morning, everybody. Let's see who we have today. We got Allie, we got Edward, we got Tina. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon to you guys, because it's 8 o'clock, about 1 o'clock your time almost. I just wanted to first thank everybody for the kind words about our friend James. I've got my American Cancer Society hat on today out of respect for James. So hopefully he can see and hear us and is participating from upstairs. That being said, again, thanks again for all the warm wishes to everybody. It was greatly appreciated, and we're all going to miss him. And let's get on with the stream. Yesterday on Mick's stream, there was a new member, and I hope he looks at his video and gets the link to the stream here. His name is David's Small Engine Repair. He's out of Kansas City. Good morning, Harry. Morning, Edward. He's out of Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know which Kansas City. There's Kansas City in both states. He did a couple of videos. He only had about 14 subscribers yesterday, so I subscribed to him. And he had a question about a Sears tractor wiring, specifically when he got a tractor that was all smoked and the wire was all messed up. And I believe Doug, Bama Mud Mower, Doug Sweener, offered that he had a harness that he would, I don't know if he'd sell it to him or offer it to him or whatever, that might solve his problem. But I wanted to talk to him about wiring on a lawn tractor like a Sears. He was asking about a fuse that he couldn't find that he saw in the diagrams. And I just wanted to say that most of the time that fuse is generally on there. It's a 20 ampere, and it's generally on there so that the power that gets supplied from that terminal on the starter solenoid from the battery, it goes up to your ignition switch. And that 20 amp fuse protects the ignition switch. So if there's a surge of any kind, it doesn't melt all your switches and wires and stuff like that. It's not 100% necessary. It's just there as a safety in case you get an overcurrent in your stator and it starts pumping out a ton of current. You just want to melt your wiring harness. That's all it's there for. Easy enough to put in. The wire that goes to your starter switch that provides 12 volts that comes from the solenoid, just put an inline fuse 20 amp and you're all set. It's very easy to do. Dick, good morning or good afternoon. How you doing? He also was talking about the 4-post solenoids. I just want to quickly explain to him, when you have a 4-post solenoid, you have 2 large posts. Battery comes from the battery, a cable comes to one end of it. The other end goes directly to your starter. The purpose of it is a switch to take up all the current so that all you have to do is provide 12 volt to the solenoid to make that connection between your battery and your starter so you get full amperage. The other post or spade terminal that's on there is to give you ground. The switch itself is not grounded. When you bolt the solenoid to your frame, it's not grounded. What that extra spade connection does, good morning, Dusty. How you doing, babe? And Snobby, good morning as well. The other connection, what that provides is a spot for you to provide ground to make the solenoid operate. It's a safety device. That spade, you connect that to your safety switches. It allows so that you cannot start the tractor if it's not in neutral, meaning your foot's not down on the pedal. Some of them, it'll also interconnect with the deck so that the deck has to be off and you cannot turn the ignition switch. So that extra spade on there is safety. It's really common sense. If you go online and download the diagram for the Sears tractor, you will see how that thing is wired and how it's wired as a safety, where on your solenoid, there's 4 connections. The battery, the one that goes to the starter, grounds from your safety switches, and from your ignition switch. So just a little point out to him on David's Small Engine Repair. I hope he comes up. We'll talk to him about it. And let me get the link going here so we could all talk. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me put that up. There's the link. Whoever wants to join, feel free. Looks like a rain here. They say rain here on the East Coast for about 3 days. We haven't really had much rain all week. So we had one day, I think Tuesday. But we need it. The grass needs it. It's fall, but everything's getting very beautiful out there. It's really nice. All the leaves are turning here in New England. I know a lot of people come here to New England just to see the leaves and just to see the foliage. The trees are beautiful. I mean, amber colors and reds and browns and real pretty. So, excuse me. So, I get a quick phone call. Excuse me, guys, 1 second. I apologize. This is a good friend of mine, another small engine guy. Hold on for that was my buddy, and you guys know I usually go to breakfast every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with my best friend Rich, but he's been not feeling good and didn't want to go, so he's calling me up asking me where I went to breakfast, and I said, I didn't go, dude, because you didn't go with me. Anyway, I'll probably make myself breakfast afterward. East Coast, good morning. How you doing, everybody? Yeah, like I said, breakfast is important to me. I love breakfast. I absolutely have to have breakfast every day, most important meal of the day. And my best friend Rich and I would usually go out every Saturday and Sunday, but COVID, man, that has put a damper in it. I mean, not only were you not able to go to restaurants and diners, now that you can, they still have the masks and all that stuff, and I don't mind, but it really put a damper on it. A lot of the restaurants around here closed down because once the COVID hit, they just couldn't keep up with it. Anyway, whoever wants to come up, the link is there. I'll post it again. We can chat, we can talk, we can do whatever you like. Doesn't have to be small engine related. It could be anything. Let's see. So, what do I have? Sparky, good morning. How you doing, buddy? We've got a little strange repair in the driveway today where I went over his house. I turned the key and it was blowing out the intake where the air filter was. So either a valve is stuck or something is going on. So we'll see what happens. Sparky, touch your nose, buddy. There we go. Good morning. How you doing?
Feel a bit squashed.
Let's see. There
Thank
we
you.
go. Better.
Hello, everyone in chat.
How's everything your way?
Yeah, I've done what I need to do. It's a Sunday, so it's cleaning up day, making sure the weekend's cleared up, getting ready for the week. You know what I mean? Bit of gardening, and that's it outside.
What's going on with all the chocolate cakes? What was it last week? You had a million chocolate cakes. What was that for?
I've got basically today. I've done chocolate concretes. They're favourites. Only flour, butter, sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder, and then literally mixed up, put into a tray. And you got a nice cake there, and it's really nice, like a biscuity type. Add some pink custard. It's really nice.
Is that like a brownie though? Like the consistency?
Yeah, similar to a brownie, but solid. It's rock hard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really nice. I've done a lot of cakes and bacon. I've done some like mac and cheese. I do all sorts.
Snobby, touch your nose, Snob. All right. Hey, good morning. Oh, look at that. Love the background, Snobby. Love the background. How do I get one? How do I get one?
Green screen.
Yeah, I will do a little video, Ken, on the cheapest, easiest way to throw up this ever. Yeah, it'll be
cool.
Definitely a million view video. It will. Trust me.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it. Hey, Dusty. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Right?
I don't know why. Turn the light off, dear.
You have to have a green cloth, correct? Like a green cloth in back of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't give too much away, Ken.
Okay. Well, I used to see it on Lucky Mud Mower. He would change it like he was in a mansion or something, and I'd watch his tube, and I'm like, where the heck is he going from? I forgot there's that technology available. Well, ironically, though, Snob, my future son-in-law is a television producer and editor. Wow. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. He's been dating my daughter for 11 years. They've been engaged for 4 years. Why don't I have a kicking YouTube channel? You know?
Yeah.
It's very, very simple, Ken. Really simple.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What we like about it, it can be put up in like half a minute, 30 seconds, and then put away again.
Cool.
No great apparatus or anything like that.
Absolutely. Definitely cool.
Hey, stay everyone in chat.
Yeah, so Ken, I'll come up today, right? Because I see the is it a 47-inch blade drive or whatever it is, 41 inch or something, double.
What's that, the mower deck I was working on?
Yeah.
Yeah, 42 inch. Around here, when you buy a mower deck for a tractor, a 2-blade deck usually comes in either 38, 42, or like 46 inches. And then once you get to 48 or higher, it's a 3-blade deck.
Yeah. I mean, I've got just a couple of little questions to ask you. One of them being, what was it that fell that made you jump a little bit?
What was I doing? Was I putting the pulleys on?
I believe you just put your impact driver perhaps on the wall, and very, very shortly after that, something either fell or moved. And
the impact gun, my wall, on the top of my wall, it's cinder block, but it's parched with cement, and the top of it is crowned. So when you put something on top of it, sometimes dink, it'll fall over. And a $300 impact gun, I was like, oh crap. And luckily, when it fell into like wood chips, because I've had like trays, magnetic trays with bolts in them, fall 4 feet off that wall, go onto my driveway, and just, that's it. Top conquer, I'll never find them, you know. But that's why I actually have a magnetic roller. It's actually a square rare earth magnet that's 3 feet wide, that's on wheels. And every time I do a repair, when I'm done, I go up and down my driveway. You'd be amazed the stuff you find. It even, as far as like swarf, like grinding dust, it'll actually cover the bottom of it. So for Harbor Freight, it's like $29. It has saved my butt with springs and little screws and stuff, because, you know, little weeds that are growing up through the driveway, a screw will get in there. You're not finding it. But that rare earth magnet, oh my God. And I've also taken rare earth magnets and put them in a Ziploc bag, put a string on it, and just swish it around the shop and go underneath cabinets and stuff. And you pull it back out, and whoa, it's like treasure every day. It's nice.
And the second question, right, was the two pulleys, or one was like a tension pulley and the other one was just like a standard pulley. And you were saying about the I ain't even got my mic over here, so I wonder if you can hear me. That makes it just a little bit better. Them pulleys, now one of them must have, because obviously the belt that he was putting on is tapered in at a slight angle. The back part of the blade belt is going to be much wider than the narrow part. Yeah. So that must reflect on the shape of the actual pulleys itself.
Both of those were flat idlers, not V idlers. They were both flat, so both of them were pushing against the back side of the belt.
Yeah.
Okay. Some decks have V idlers, depending on if the inside or outside of the belt is what's going to be tensioned. These in particular only were flat idlers pushing against the back end.
But same on a pillar drill, isn't it? Same as a pillar drill, isn't it? When you got the pillar drill, when you got like the two pulleys of the pillar drill, you got one like V pulley, and you got like a flat pulley at the back of the pillar drill for the actual motor. And when you put the belt on that, you can either create faster speed or lower speed on the pulley on the pillar drill. So same thing.
Yeah, that's called a variator. Yeah, we change the pitch of the V. Yep. That's how a lot of those work. Hold on, guys. Mr. Briggs is in here. Scotty, touch your nose, buddy. There we go. Hold on, guys. Here comes Scotty. Morning, Scott. How you doing? How's those brand new teeth working for you? All right.
It looks like it's going to cut.
Look at those choppers, boy. He's ready, boy. He's ready. He's ready for a commercial.
Look at that hair. Look at it. Look.
It's not going to cut. It's going to the police station.
Now they put in teeth that were oversized, forcing him to smile. So now he can't help it.
Yeah, I can't.
You look like you belong in a toothpaste commercial.
Yeah.
What's going on, Scotty? How's the weather up there?
It's a little cool out, but it's all right.
Yeah, about 40 here, I think. It's not too bad. How about over in the UK? You guys got some nice warm weather?
It's overcast here.
Actually, it's 57 here. Wow. Warm.
Yeah, it's overcast and we're due some like bad weather.
It's one of them days where you look at it and you think, well, there's leaves falling off, that temperature's dropped. I've been down the shed this morning and I've gone down there in a hoodie, but then you realise it's not that cold to wear a hoodie because as soon as you start moving about, you get warm. And luckily I weren't down there very long because I didn't want to miss the Sunday live at Kane's like last week. I missed out on it last week because my son turned up.
I just wish that a lot of my friends on the West Coast, like Bruce Pender and those guys, weren't so far behind me time-wise, because I can't ask Bruce to wake up at 5, 6 in the morning, you know? So, but anyway, we had fun. We had a good. Mixed Stream was really good yesterday. We had a fun time on Mixed Stream. And like I said, I was trying to introduce a new member to the Small Engine Club here, David's Small Engine Repair out of Kansas City. He came on Mixed Stream, and I noticed he only had about 14. Oh, that looks healthy, Sparky. That and a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It looks like cement, too. It looks like brown cement. Anyway, David, if I'll post his channel later. He had a couple of videos out there, but one was about electrics and stuff like that. Some people are so afraid of wiring and electricity on a tractor. It is so simple if you think about the basics of it. And Sparky, that was your background for years. You know, you talk about electricity on tractors. It ain't rocket science. You just got to draw a little diagram and figure it out. It really isn't that hard.
Hey, if Henry can do it, if Henry from Mowers and Blowers can do it, then anybody can do it. Like you said,
I gave Henry the 40-question challenge, and Snob and Dusty, kudos on the 40-question challenge. If I saw yours before I did mine, I would have taken the time to go out and do a production, because that was just brilliant. I absolutely love it. I don't think I would have had the balls, though, to eat a chunk of blue cheese. I just don't care for it that much. And when I saw you dive into that, I would have thrown it up. You know?
It's sickly. It really is. But the one I've done today, it's only a little one I've done today, and I have shouted you out in that, Ken. I will put your link in my description as well, and I hope that helps.
Yeah. I loved how Mick was saying, and even Bruce, because I help those guys all the time, and they were saying, oh, you're the guru, you're the guy. How come you only have so few subscribers? Well, content. I don't put out a lot of content, or I haven't. So I got to just keep it going. And like yesterday, a lot of it was probably you saw my back or whatever, and you know what? Bruce said, screw it. Just put it out there. That's okay.
There's nothing wrong with that at all, Ken. In fact, it was how it is. It's quite real.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite real.
If you edit it to 3 minutes, it's not real, right?
Well, and not only that, if they don't want to watch it, they don't have to, right?
There you go. That's why you have a fast forward, right?
Yeah. So. I mean, I thought you might need a bigger pair of jeans, but
no, you know what I noticed? It was scary. The picture that came up when I posted it, that little blurb that comes up, showed the back of my head, and it looked like I had a snow cap on. Like, I mean, I am getting gray, and I just had my hair cut a week ago, and I was like, man, am I getting gray? Oh, boy.
Yeah, I had half my hair cut off.
Usually, you get your hair cut, it changes color when you get my age. You know what I mean? It goes from like salt and pepper to just pepper. But no, this time I got a lot of salt up there.
If you ever need any help, Ken, or anything like that with actual thumbnail making or anything like that, just let us know.
I really got to buy a computer so I can start doing some fun editing and putting in captions. And I did do one thing, though, and I have it on my other phone, and I'll show you guys later. Someone put out an intro on one of these free links where it's sort of like, you know, International Man of Mystery, and I put in my name and stuff like that. It's really funny, and I wanted to post it, but I don't know how to link it where I could put my face in there instead of just like a stick figure. But it's a really cool intro. And like most people, like Mick and other people, they'll come on, they'll explain what the video is going to be. Then all of a sudden, boom, there's like mixed mowers or whatever. You have that intro. So, and you've got your Snobby where, you know, an explosion or something, and Snobby scrap picker or something comes up. Scotty has his where his SD comes up and all that. Yeah. I don't have that yet. Usually it just goes right in, but I think an intro would help as well. You know, like Henry does with Mowers and Blowers. He always has a little comical entrance, and he's like, Mowers and Blowers! You know, he's like screaming and all that. So, you know,
I'm going to say something about the intros. Snobby, you're fantastic intros, right? You've got some brilliant, good stuff. But the other day, you was one channel, another channel next door to you was exactly the same as what you had, the silver. Exactly the same as colours, everything. I was thinking, it's changed the channel.
Yeah.
Right? And I saw it, and I thought, okay, so this person has got another channel, so he's copied everything what you do, and he's copied you. And I was like, I'll tell you when an email, I'll send you an email with that one. And it's a newish channel, and Mick knows who it is, and everyone else knows who it is. But it's really annoying because the thing is, you come on, right, Snobby, on your nighttime Friday night. I've got to choose between the two because he's already live, and I click it because I think it's you. But then I've got to read the bottom of the channel because it definitely makes sure it's you. see who it is.
Yeah.
Because you've got exactly
All
the
those
same
free intros.
tan, silver, the rest of it. Everything's the same, and it's really annoying.
Wow, you'll have to enlighten me on that one then.
Because he's tried to copy Mick, and he stopped, and then he got copied you, and I was like, this guy's nuts. This guy's crazy.
Wow. Are you talking about the thumbnail in general, or the actual?
Thumbnail in general. Oh, let's speak of the devil. He's there.
Well,
yeah,
if ever you mention my name, I'm not far behind. I'm always watching people now. Remember that? I'm always there. Just because I'm not commenting on viewing, I'm always there. I'm always there watching people know what's going on. I heard my name being called twice. My ears are burning. Come on up.
Why not? I'll show you in a second.
How you doing, Mick? All right?
Who's copying me then?
It was. You know the lad from last night. I'll tell you in a minute. Give me a second. I'll show you. Give me 1 second. Let me
Well, don't tell me who it is.
Those downloadable intros, a lot of people share them because it's free.
Give me 1 second.
Although Ali has one that appears to be one of those freewares, but it takes his logo and mixes his logo into it, which is pretty cool.
There is one person that I know that copies Snobby's backdrop and thumbnails and what have you.
Really?
He's actually a fellow scrapper, I believe. Oh no, he's not, I don't think he's a scrapper. Yeah, romantic.
Oh, you said it. Okay.
Oh, no. I've actually sent them to him. I made them for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't ask. He didn't ask whatsoever. But as he was like relatively new, I just thought it'd be a nice gesture. I sent them via an email. I made them up for him.
All right. There you go.
That's cool.
That's what I said.
It confused me.
That's the only one I know that's got one like yours is Romantics.
Oh yeah. No, I'm actually made them for him, and that's what I just said to Ken.
Yeah.
If he wanted like that, just to throw up as you know, he does seem to just click that live button anyway. Don't like schedule it half hour before it goes live. So you know, but for a video or anything like that, you know, Ken, you don't need no fancy computer because every single one has been on the phone. Everything.
Right,
who's copying me then? Techie.
Give me 1 second. I can get a screen up. Stupid.
Well,
come on.
You can't just say their name. It's easier.
No, because I don't do that kind of thing. I'm not a gossip person.
Oh, just name and shame them. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Where is it on here? We deleted the 2. So.
Yeah, you're in.
Well, that's a nice sticker. That one, the one with a bit of colour and puller bears, actually. Well, they're all good.
Well, that's Mowers and Blowers. That's our friend Henry from Long Island. He's literally 2 or 3 miles from Chris and Jason Pate. And he always had, but what he does is he spends a lot of money on his stickers and actually sells them at a reasonable price. But he usually has cool stickers with women on it and stuff like that. Just he's got a funny channel. I mean, he's a great brand ambassador, and he really has a great brand. You know.
Yeah.
Henry put his on my truck for me.
Snobby, if you want a polar bear head sticker, mate, I got spares.
Oh, excellent! Yeah, I'll have that. Yeah, and if Puller Bear comes in today, we'll get a Dusty and Snobby one sent off to him.
And I've also got a Twisted V twin one as well. If you want that as well, Snob, up to you.
Fantastic!
I've got loads. Yeah, I've got your address.
Mark and Ed go on tonight at 7:00 Eastern time here, so it's a little late for you guys midnight. But he goes on every Sunday night.
Yeah, I try and watch them. Some of them, because I'm normally awake.
I just love how Riley calls him Father Christmas, though. That kills me. I love it.
Well, he looks like Father Christmas. Hi, Dusty. How you doing, honey? Nice to see you.
Hello.
Morning, Harry. How are you, buddy?
It's the Mickey Show.
And Mick, I was hoping our new friend David Small Engines would chime in. I looked at his channel after he was in your stream, and he only had 14 subs. So I started looking at his channel, and he had some questions on tractors. But anybody wants to look it up, Dick, it's David Small Engine Repair. He's out of Kansas City, Missouri. He's just starting a new business, so let's give him some love. That's all.
There's two, isn't there? There's David Small Engine Repair, and there's Small Engine Nation, which is an offshoot channel to Phil's Lawn Care.
Oh, okay. Because I know Small Engine Nation, they got me whenever I went on one of the streams or something with them, all of a sudden I got 20 subscribers more. I was like, wow. So they must be connected. So,
So is Dick Small Engine Service and Repair, is that Dick Hawker?
No, Dave's Small Engines. David's.
Oh, because their actual stickers exactly the same, is it? Or their avatar?
Yeah, well, if you look around, Dick Hawker's sticker, Dave's, and Mower Medics have all got the same angry lawnmower or lawnmower with a thermometer.
Oh yeah,
it's a
sick
generic.
lawnmower with the tongue. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it's a generic Google image you can download.
Yeah,
That's Jeremy. Yeah, yep.
Where have you been, Mr. Briggs? You going to church or something?
Go to prison.
My God, look at the
Hey,
nashes
Mick,
on him. Look.
what do you think of
What's
the new
that?
poppers, Mick?
Hey?
I don't go to church.
What
I
do
go
you
to the
think of the new
synagogue.
Oh, Mick,
Yeah.
you came on. Guess who's just coming on now? Guess who?
Dick
Conker.
Stick
oh,
Small
and he's got
Engines. There he is.
He's got the Charlie Brown. He's got the Charlie Brown shirt on, so I got to let him in.
Oh, Conker's there, and Dick Small Engines there as well. Look.
Morning,
I'm
gentlemen.
Jewish,
How are we?
Mick.
Look at the nashes
he
on Mr. Briggs. Look, oh, talk about reflective. When you got them bleached up, did you get anything else bleached at the same time or what? They're proper, aren't they? They're like proper teeth.
I'm Jewish, Mick.
Mate.
I don't go to church.
Hey, L'chaim. How's that? L'chaim. There you go.
Just because you're missing something in one part of your body, you shouldn't have to make up for it somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Ooh.
Uh-oh. I was going to say something like now he's gone oral, but I don't want to do that. So what's up, Conker? What's going on?
Snobby
Yes.
had an email yesterday from the same gentleman that you know about.
who's in the chat?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he done something yesterday. He hasn't actually said I can tell him who it is, so I have to keep it a bit of a secret.
Yeah.
Not secret, but Conker, you know you wanted a mug.
Yeah.
You've also got a cap coming your way as well. Somebody donated a cap to you
Really?
last night. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It won't fit on his head.
Who's
Well,
that?
I know that, but he might have it just up like that. But
Well, whoever it was, Mick, thank you. That's
I'm not
very
going to
kind.
mention their name because
You know about it. You heard about it. You were talking about it.
They didn't say I could mention his name, so I'm not going to mention his name. But Snobby knows who I'm on about, and it's for the same reason. So that's all good. Mrs. P's cutting the grass. If there's a bit of noise.
Ooh.
Well,
So, Mick,
fair
you
enough.
got to put one of those strap extenders on the back of the hat for Conker?
Oi, there's no need for that. This is a size 6 3/8.
Well, Phil, I just meant that you have a little extra gray matter in that cranium. So you
Right, I'll tell you what,
keep it
I've been
protected.
growing this brain for many a good year.
got to donate it to science, Phil. But just remember, you have to be dead to donate. So just remember that.
Oh, I tell you what, Ken, they wouldn't want any of my bits. I'm running out of bits as it is, all falling off, don't work, shriveled up, or dripping. So,
Oh,
not
I
much
love
good to anybody else.
I love dripping.
Aim it ain't your mouth.
You wouldn't like this dripping, Mick.
Touche.
Can't wait till these dantees settle in. Oh,
Oh, sorry. I thought they had settled in.
no.
Christ almighty. Are they smiling teeth, Mr. B?
Yeah.
He looks like
That's what we used to call my mother's dentures. She had new dentures. We call them smiling teeth.
he
Or
looks like
laughing
a
teeth, we
crazy
call them.
serial killer. He's like, "Arr."
Imagine him going down the road in his truck, getting
You
pulled
thought
over
you
by the
had
old
them in
Bill.
for somebody else, Mr. B.
Nobody can see me at night.
God, dear
Will do
Lord.
now.
You ain't running them in for your granny, are you, by any chance? God, dear, oh dear.
I suppose I could take and paint them black here and there, and on Halloween go out there and scare the crap out of kids. Go.
Oh dear, oh dear. There we
Yeah,
go.
the neighbours were them once.
I use slingshot and eggs on Halloween, so I don't get to see the kids.
The last time I saw teeth like that was on a wood chipper. Oh, they're proper old gnashes.
Is that top and bottom?
It's like a toothpaste commercial.
Oh dear.
I tell you who he's got teeth like. I tell you what it's like. And there's no reflection to personality, but he's got teeth like Wallace out of Wallace and Gromit, isn't he?
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. Don't eat cheese, do you, Mr. B?
Yeah, that's all I've been doing since Monday is cheese. They got to settle in.
Oh, lovely.
Did you have to have planning permission for them or not? They're proper old gnashers.
I've just been reminded by she who must be obeyed. I have to peel the potatoes.
Get your drill out then.
Sorry,
Yeah,
mate?
Yeah, I got to
yeah,
go hot
nice.
blacktop.
Send them over to Briggs here, bleeding eat the peel off.
No, I got to go haul blacktop today with a dump truck.
Yeah.
Do a little money on the side. There you go.
And there's Briggs next to him.
There he is.
There you go.
And Top Conquerors next door to him. Yeah, Top Conquerors.
Your cheeks must be killing you.
Oh,
They are killing me.
Well done, it.
go on, turn the lights down, Mr. B. You're dazzling me.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I bet you get better radio stations with those new choppers, right?
There you go. Probably do.
You can play the Jewish flute without the flute, mate. I tell you, just go ding, 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 ding like that. You'll be all right.
Oh yeah, like
People think
tickling
I'm
the
smiling
ivory.
at them.
I bet you're glad you come on here today, aren't you, Mr. B?
Hey, that's all right. You guys can have your fun. I got thick skin. See, the difference, the reason why it don't bother me, you ain't typing the chat dumb stupid stuff and then not coming on the panel. Now, if you were typing stuff in the chat and then not coming up on here, that I ain't gonna do it on Ken's, but you know what I think about that. Begins with a B and
So what do you
I
got
would- I
planned
would
today,
take-
Scotty? Anything good?
I wouldn't take the mickey out of Mr. Briggs. I'm not one to pass comments like that, mate. You know what I mean? Don't hurt your feelings.
I'm gonna haul blacktop. I got haul blacktop this afternoon.
What's that? The contract job or something, Scott?
No, yeah, there's a blacktop company around here. They give me $500 to go haul a couple loads for them.
Wow. Well, we call it
Gotta use
AFAB.
that
Anything for a buck.
But that's all right. I'm gonna be making videos on how to get rid of leaves here in a couple weeks.
There you go.
The redneck way.
What? You using your teeth as a rake?
No.
I think some maybe with fire, you know.
Nope.
dear.
Nope.
No.
Nope. I mulch them with the lawnmower, pick them up with the shot the back, and then pile them up in piles around on the flower gardens around my house and in the vegetable garden. Some of them get mulched and leave out in the garden, but none of them go in the street. I don't believe in community pickup. It's your yard. Take care of your own shit.
Yeah, but in your area though, do they require you to bag them, or do you just put them out by the curb?
No, you just put them by the curb, but I haven't put anything out in the curb since I was 19. I don't plan on starting. I compost. I believe in saving Mother Earth.
Oh yeah.
It's free, natural, organic fertilizer. Everything, all the branches, even the branches that fall off the tree. I put them in the compost. I put them in the flower garden, the vegetable garden. I let them rot. It's free fertilizer.
Definitely. I just know around here, Scotty, when you have leaves on the ground and you mulch them up, it attracts ticks for like the dogs and things. So we sort of shy away a little bit.
That's called vinegar and water, Ken. You mix vinegar and water and spray your lawn with it. Ticks don't like that.
What does it attract,
Really?
Ken?
Ticks.
Oh, ticks.
They like the leaf mold. They live in the leaf mold
Yeah.
underneath leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, vinegar and water makes the leaves compost down quicker, and the ticks can't stand it.
The acid doesn't affect the grass, though?
Nope.
Oh, that's cool.
As long as you put on lime. You got to put on lime to neutralize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of ticks around here. You know, Alan takes the dogs for a walk They often come in with a tick hanging on to them.
We got a lot of deer around here, so we do.
Yeah,
too.
you'll get a lot of
ticks,
yeah. Horrible bloody things.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's got a right to live, but there's a limit.
This is what I use to keep the ticks off the dogs when I walk them. It's cannabis oil, peppermint oil with cannabis oil.
Cannabis.
Easy for you to say.
Do you spray that on your own hair?
Nope. I don't know. I don't know where it works though. It's made in the USA.
Well, if it's got like a peppermint to it, then that tends to work. There's gun oil also works as well. What we use for cleaning guns, that works as well. A nice bit of gun oil. Will you stop smiling? Put that, Mr. Briggs. Put that tin up against your cheeks and just smile.
Yeah, right.
Just do it.
Yeah, right.
There's your advert. There's your advert, baby.
There you go. Would you buy from this man?
What's that?
Hey, would you buy from this man? Hey?
Only 1995, but that's not all.
But actually, it does. It kills fleas, flea larvae, flea eggs, ticks, and mosquitoes.
Bite back with tick spray.
Yeah, there you go.
Scotty, what was for breakfast today?
Liver and eggs.
Blimey.
That was for the German redneck. I haven't eaten breakfast.
Oh, what's Dick on here? Glyphosate type suppressant. What are you, chemist, Dick? What's going on with that? I think he's telling us about vinegar.
Only vinegar I know about is on my chicken.
Yeah. Conquer, what's up for today with Sunday with you and Ann? Anything good?
Yeah, we got family coming over, mate. Coming over for lunch.
Well, I did see Anne walk in the background a minute ago, and she went, "Oh, not again," and walked back out again.
Well, she's cleaning the house at the moment. You know, it's.
So
I'm cooking. She's cleaning. We only found out a few days ago that we got a grandchild on the way, so they're coming over.
Oh.
Really, really good.
Oh, congratulations!
Congrats.
Yeah, really chuffed.
Nice.
Do they think the boy had it in him? Well, he had it in him. The trouble to give it away. That's the trouble.
How many you got now, Conquer?
Well, between us,
Grandchildren.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 at the moment. So it will be the 7th one.
Yeah. Do any of them resemble your sort of annex at all, Conquer, or should we not be afraid?
Resent what?
Do any sort of resemble you in any way, shape, or form, or are you not just like one pea out of a pod?
They call me Grumpy Phil.
Grumpy Phil?
Yeah.
Right.
behave,
But it's
Mr.
called
Stratton, or
oily
I'll send you
Phil.
up to Mick.
Grumpy
Oily
Phil.
Phil, you know what I mean? Oil Phil, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all right. They're all right.
Well,
Come to
Conquer it.
Christmas, mine.
So, Mick, we got the wife outside cutting the grass. What are you doing?
Well, no, I come down the shop just to do the post for the giveaway yesterday. Thought I'd get that done and all bagged up. And I got a return lawnmower came in this morning. I sold a lawnmower about 6 weeks ago. He bought it back, said it won't rev, but it's just a spring broken. That's all it is. And then Mrs. P walked in and said, "Can I cut the grass?" So I said, "Yeah, there you go. Get on with it."
So
Those words will never come out of my wife's mouth.
I'll give a little push mower, a little 14-inch push mower to get on with. It'd take her about 14 days to do it. Here she come. Here she go. You'll hear her bang into the shed because she's got no control over the power drive. I'm telling you. You see like that? Down the
I give her a self drive. She ran straight in the water butt.
she's stormed
off all shitty.
Mrs. P's about as deadly on the lawnmower as she's on the Hoover. Pretty much anything that's on the floor in the house. Riley might throw a sock off or whatever, or if she goes in the boys' room in particular, it all goes up the tube. It all goes up there, and then she'll say, "Oh, I don't know why, but the Hoover's not sucking."
Yeah.
I take it apart, and there's about 15 pairs of pants, a pair of tongs, a couple of Riley's socks. It's all up there. But with the lawnmower, she's just as bad. You know, she sees like a drive cable for a lawnmower that gets churned. I've heard. Oh, she just hit the tree. I've heard her hit about 4 things so far. Torch plugs. She hits torch plugs because they just get lobbed across the lawn. There she goes. Bless her heart. Yeah, she's mowing. But all good down here on the old south coast. We're just a bit overcast today, but we're just getting ready for a nice roast dinner. Roast pork today with parsnips and all the veg, leeks and carrots.
Lovely. Yeah,
Looks like you're taking
electricity
down
there. And homemade rice pudding, Mick.
Oh, lovely. Very nice indeed.
Homemade rice pudding.
I'm sorry, but we just don't make it like they used to. That's the problem. It's like bread and butter pud or bread pud or you know, rice pudding. My gran was like many people's grans.
Yeah.
When it comes to rice pudding, it was proper.
That's this is my mum's recipe as well. She gave me a recipe. It's lovely.
Things like bread pud. My gran always used to make it when she had leftover stale bread, but I've yet to see in my generation bread that ever goes stale. Nothing goes stale, does it anymore? It just goes off.
Yeah, it goes mouldy before it goes.
Yeah, it goes mouldy. It's all the crap they put in it.
Just scrape it off. That'll be all right.
I don't know about you guys, but you know, a loaf of bread generally don't last long in my house anyway. With sort of 4 kids, it don't last long. But you know, bread can go off within 3 days in my house. It's ridiculous.
We solved that problem. We solved it not going with Hovis, Warburton's, the rest of it. We've gone through the bakery here, and it's a little bit easier. I know it sounds crazy, but bloody hell, the bakery bread lasted me for 5 days, no problem. Yeah. Didn't go off. We've got now an Iceland bread for 180 for 2, and they've lasted us a week. No problems, no going off, nothing.
Hovis does seem to be the work. We get the Hovis green one, which I think is fixed sliced. I think. But it goes off within 2 or 3 days. Ridiculous.
We had a Hovis one. Yeah, we had a Hovis one.
What I really hate is when you have moldy bread and you make some toast and you eat it and you're all done. You're getting ready to wash the plate. Then you look at the bag and you see a green streak down the side and you realize you just ate moldy bread.
You pull the same face that when you bite into a bit of blue cheese and find a big lump of mold, and you think when you're sat in your car eating it, you think, now did I just bite into that bit of mold in that blue cheese, or is it actually is all there? And you're weighing it up. I don't know.
Who here has a week's?
I thought that was going into the windshield. He took a bite. He took a real bite.
Anybody got soft weak stomach here?
Not me.
I got a loaf of bread I bought yesterday, and this is the way I found it this morning.
There you go. Yeah. That's done.
Yeah,
that'll be right. Scrape it off, it'll be right.
Yeah.
You think I'm taking that back to the store and saying, what's wrong with this?
Give it another week, it'll turn into cheese.
I was going to say, you sure didn't say penicillin on there instead of bread?
Yeah.
Look at it. It's green on the bottom. This is going back today. I must say, hey, I bought this yesterday. It says good until October 29th. I don't think it's good until October 29th.
I know that they started doing over here in some of the superstores, especially with the fruit and veg. They've stopped putting use by dates on them, and a lot of the big ones have anyway. And like some of the stuff they're selling in the fruit and veg store, it's all sweated to hell, and it's already half gone before you even buy it. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it in plastic bags. We buy it,
paper bags. Right?
That way, it seems to last better anyway.
Definitely. The only one thing I'd recommend doing, Conquer, is not mentioning carrots. Don't mention carrots on this live stream. We're not the way Mr. Briggs' teeth are at the moment.
Well, I don't care about. I got carrots.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Yeah.
I reckon you're raising money for charity anyway, mate. There you go.
I can't help but think that Lucky 7 actually just mentioned Trump, and looking at Briggs there, if he had some blonde, gingery hair and just went a little bit orange, maybe he could be an impersonator for Trump.
Without a doubt. You have to shave the middle bit off and just a bit of a comb over thing going on. But yeah, he could do it.
I'm not dyeing my hair. I'm not dyeing my hair. I'm not putting a blonde wig on or orange.
Something else. What if you just hit?
He nearly tripped up then, didn't he? I'm not dyeing my hair.
Yeah, like you don't already.
Like I don't dye my hair there, Mickey.
Get out of it. Your eyebrows are different colour to your head. What's up with you? Don't give it all of that.
Mick, it runs in the family. We are different. I'm German.
I'm sure it does run in the family, especially when you go outside and it's raining and all the dye starts to run out of it. I'm sure it does run in the family, baby.
Oh my God!
You want me to go stick my head under the faucet for you there, Mick? It ain't washing. Nothing's washing out.
That's not a set of teeth. That's a forklift truck.
It actually looks like him, too.
Yeah. That's all right.
Hey, remember what they say, Patty? You always hurt the one you love. That's always the way.
Yeah, I don't care. You guys ain't bothering me. You can have your fun.
Never put bread in the fridge. Never.
Hey, Scott, don't worry. It's normally me they take the rise out of, so gives me a day off, mate.
I ain't 19 years old anymore, and this ain't high school locker rooms.
That's better. I'll take a bit of the old glare out of them teeth. That's a massive.
There you go.
I might go.
They are bright, though, ain't they?
They are a bit pearly. I might have to go and get a welder's mask on.
There you go.
You got the before and after. Wait a minute. Hold on.
There you go.
I don't know whether to laugh or kick a field goal.
Oh, man.
He must be saying at work now, God, that Mr. Briggs, Ian Arthur, happy chap. He's always smiling everywhere he goes.
I don't see anybody at work. I just drive the truck on hook and hook up a new set truck. With COVID, they don't last in the building.
I'm not surprised with them teeth.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm going to love you, leader. I'll go and get some veg ready and one thing or another. You have a great afternoon, all right?
Yeah. Enjoy yourself, Carrot Cruncher.
Well, I can't.
Later,
I look forward to my emails throughout the week.
You'll get them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, Ken.
Take care, fellas. Hey, Peter Kane just posted Briggs and Nashers. What's the Nashers?
Briggs and Nashers. That's him. It's not Briggs and Stratton. It's Briggs and Nashers.
Is Nasher teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nashers are teeth, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I got to get a dictionary for you guys, I tell you.
Well, that was nice.
Let's see who else wants to come up. I see Pate's out there. Chris is out there. Why don't she come up? She can say hello. Yeah, Lucky. It looks like he's going to a rally today, right? A Trump rally or something. That ought to be interesting.
Yeah, been watching them on YouTube, and in that a thing, isn't it?
Oh, I tell you,
His
streams they get kind of frisky. Those streams.
On the balcony, he looked like he's struggling to breathe. He was.
I don't think he bloody had COVID myself. That's just me. Yeah. I don't think he did. In hospital, and then comes out of in 2 days. Our Prime Minister was off the road for 3 weeks.
He just went in for some Botox and another spray tan.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. A little top up, yeah.
That's all.
Well, someone was joking. He's not really human. He's a robot, and that's why he came out of it.
Quite possibly.
I mean, there are some fantastic people out there that are spitting
who's a robot?
No, they were saying Trump's a robot. That's why he made it through COVID. He's not really an android.
He's probably got.
I don't think. I don't care what anyone says to me. I've had people argue with me if Trump had the COVID, I say BS. Because you don't know anybody I know that's gotten the COVID, and after 2 days they're hacking up blood balls, and he had the flu or the fall bug or something like that. He didn't have COVID. I call BS.
Either that, or they just made one of the rooms in the White House into an intensive care unit, and he's just in there now. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. All I know is that our Prime Minister went in. Where did he go? Snobby, St Thomas's, wasn't it, in London? I think that's where he went. St Thomas's.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I believe he did actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was St Thomas's, and he was in there. He was in there as a precaution, and then he went in. I don't think he went into intensive care. He went into high dependency, which is the next stage down. But he was in there 2 weeks, and then he come back. We didn't see him for further 2 weeks. Get to isolate and what have you, and try and recover. But on his first speech back, doing the Downing Street update, he was really out of breath, and you could see he was really struggling. You know.
All I know is election day is my birthday, so I better get a present, okay, from the country.
Well, I'm not saying too much, but I know there's a present on its way to you. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying nothing else.
Conker sent me an email, and I think him and I are going to do something special for Halloween. So I'm looking forward to it.
Conker sent me an email asking for your address.
Oh, he said he had something in the mail to me. He did. He didn't say what it was, though. But I had an idea for Halloween because I'm not really a Halloween guy, but my oldest daughter loves it. Our whole house is decorated. But I came up with a theme for me and Conker, so I'm hoping he does it with me.
Okay.
So what's going on today, Snobs? Anything good with you and Dusty?
We're going to make a cottage pie together later.
What's
not
that?
Not a shepherd's pie, a cottage pie.
Cottage pie, yeah.
Cottage pie is made with lamb mince, where a shepherd's pie is made with meat mince. Oh, have I got it the wrong way?
Yeah, wrong way around. Shepherd's pie, shepherd and sheep.
Yeah.
Oh,
cottage,
right, yeah.
Cottage and beef.
Just checking.
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to show you up.
No,
when we do the cottage pie here, we put pork bones with the mince and then it's slow cooked for a few hours and then let the meat fall off in the mince and it's really nice. That.
Let me ask you, when you guys say mince, when you say mince, though, I mean, doesn't that have a couple of meanings to it, though? The word mince?
Mince beef, mince pork, mince turkey, mince everything.
Just ground up with bites?
It's just everything. It's just everything that's on the floor in the slaughterhouse that isn't used for anything good. They take it off the floor, put it into a bucket, mince it up, and serve it out as human consumption. That's all it is.
We call it scrapple.
Yeah. What you call ground beef is our mince meat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Let me throw the link out there again, see if anyone else wants to come up.
But mince can be used in many terms over in the UK.
Yeah.
Mincing the words up.
May I just mince by?
Yeah. Mince pie, yeah.
Mince pie, yeah.
So you're not really much of a cook, are you, Snob? Really? You're not. I did see your 40 question thing. You're not much of a cook, are you? Not gourmet, are you?
Nah, no way. No way. I've never had gourmet except when I've been on holidays and we've had like a la carte meals. You know.
What's your standing on a la carte? Because for me, a la carte only means eat it and then buy a bag of chips on the way home.
Chips on the home. Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a little tiny piece of something and that's it.
You get like three carrots, a mange two, and a little sliver of melon sliced beef, which just means it's cut really thinly, and you're going to be starving and waiting for pudding.
Although I must say, I could probably do with just eating a la carte meals for the next 6 months, and probably look better at the end of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know you were saying on your last live stream that people, you know, you don't mind if people call you fat and this, that, and the other. You're not fat, Snob. You're cuddly. You know. You got that huggable shape about you. You know, get the old arms around you and have a nice little squeeze of the old back bit like that. Nice.
I've been well looked after.
I can see that.
Hey, you know how when you eat a big meal and you get bloated, you know, your stomach gets bloated? I had that the other day. I'm sitting on the couch and what do my kids do? They snap a picture. Okay. I looked at this. It looked like I ate a dodgeball. It was like this big, like it looked like something was living in my stomach. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Where the hell did you get that?" She goes, "Oh, you must have ate a big meal or something." But my stomach literally was out like a foot. It looked like I ate a ball. It was just weird.
Does anyone know? Quick question. When I am typing the symbol at, it's coming up with a comma under the shift. It's not shifting. But if I do shift and 2, it comes up with the at. Does anyone know the reason why?
No, it's always shift 2 on your screen.
Say again.
You hit shift 2 and it doesn't come up with the at?
If I hit shift and at, it's coming up with just a comma. But if I hit shift and 2, which is a speech mark, it comes up with the at.
Your layout has changed. You need to change it back to UK. Your keyboard layout.
Yeah, you got American keyboard. Yeah, ours is shift 2. Yeah.
It doesn't always do it. It does it now and again. It does it by itself.
Yeah. Because Windows does it for some strange reason.
Huh. You have your own key for the ampersand?
We have a key for at and comma. You have to shift it for one or the other. It's not doing it for either. I haven't changed those settings that I know of. It doesn't always do it. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it don't. I'll leave it as US. That way, I'm part of the family, and I.
Ooh, what's that? Ribs?
Yeah, that's chili ribs
I could smash that to pieces.
in the slow cooker, and then it's not too bad. Yeah,
I like ribs. I like ribbies.
Well, this is the quietest it's been in a while.
Well, yeah, Sunday, innit? Sunday, we're chilled out. Everyone's relaxed.
I'm right there. I'm just feeding the old man.
Good man.
There you go. He's not afraid of the teeth?
You can't see him. He's blind.
Oh, there you go. I'll say he'll find you by the reflection. That's all.
Oh, he's getting surgery next week. Hopefully, he'll be able to see again. They don't know.
Good.
Cataracts?
No, he had a stroke in his eye veins.
Oh,
Ooh.
not heard of that before.
Different. I was hoping that that guy David Small Engines would show up. But
There was someone here earlier on, Ken. That was him, I think.
I don't know if that was him though. Was it him?
Dick Small Engine Service and Repair. There was another one did creep in.
But David, the one that was on yours yesterday, the guy from Kansas City. I was watching some of his vids.
There's Dick Small Engines. Is that Dave? Is that Dick Hawker? Has he changed his name?
I think it is. I think you wrote in the chat. Yes, it is correct.
I think that's Hawker, yeah. Because he's got that sick mower logo. I think that's Dick.
Dick, is that you? Have you changed your name, buddy boy? Because there's another one. It's Dave. I think it's Dave's Small Engines. He was in my stream last night.
Yeah.
I think Dick's changed his name by the looks of it.
Dick really needs an Arthur Shelby emoji, though. He really does.
Yeah, he's cool, isn't he, old Dick? Yeah, good lad.
It's funny now. Ever since you said it, Mick, I was typing in the search the other day for a Birmingham accent. And man, some of the videos that came up, some of them I couldn't even understand a word. And it was just funny. There was a video on YouTube and it said British accents mastered. And it had, I don't know, like 10 or 12 different accents from the UK. And I believe half of them, I couldn't tell you what he said.
Yeah, so some of the lads up in Yorkshire, you're on your own. Some lads up in Yorkshire. I mean, even if you go over to Ireland, if you find a really, really good Irish accent, you struggle with that as well.
Yeah, strong one. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, really struggle. A lot of my family are from Southern, which is Southern are generally softer spoken Irish accent, but you get up north in Ireland, you can really struggle.
Yeah,
Dick has changed his name. Yeah, Dick Small Engines Service and Repair.
Not only that, not only does the accent change, their actual writing and sentences change also.
Yeah,
grammar.
I've got friends over in Ireland. They got a kiddie with the same syndrome as Riley. They're over the west side, over in County Mayo, and when they text, they even text in Irish. It's in full English, but you always get the knee and the na coming out of it, and all that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get all of that.
I was watching one of those shows. I forget which one about the what the hell is it? Braveheart type stuff. And I guess my first name, Ken, K-E-N. That's like a common word over there for like okay or something.
Yeah,
the word K-E-N. Because they kept saying Ken, and I'm like, what?
That must be like a Celtic sort of language, I suppose.
Yeah.
Celtic, right?
But every sentence ended with that, like okay or like a. They would say Ken.
You got the Celtic, and then you got the Celtic as well. Yeah, the Celtic is over the Irish part of it.
Interesting.
But to be fair, despite the language and the way in which his accent is framed, I think the worst accent is actually the American one. Some of the phrases that you Americans come out with, we actually ruin the English. The American one, we actually ruin the English language. Absolutely dreadful. You don't come with it.
We speak phonetically, so if you take a dictionary and you look at how to pronounce words, it's the way that we speak them.
Is that the excuse you're sticking to?
It's funny in the U.S. You can a friend of mine, actually a friend of my kids, came over yesterday. He moved up to the Boston area, and Boston is crazy. I mean, one phrase they use all the time, and he used it yesterday was wicked awesome. You know, if something's nice and cool. It's wicked awesome.
Have you got? Have you got Terrell Peril on today, Ken?
Absolutely, every day. Every time I do my stream, I wear my Terrell apparel.
My lord, my God! Have you eaten a dodgeball or something?
Not yet. Not yet. Coming up. I tell you, I have to have a pork product with breakfast every morning. I don't care what part it is. Anything but the oink. I have to have it. But,
Mr. Briggs looks so uncomfortable with them teeth.
It's almost like one of those torture movies where they wire your mouth open so you can't close it. You know?
That's what it is.
I can't wait to get off his screen. It's like that game, isn't it? It's like the game where you put that plastic thing in your mouth. You got to try and talk.
Yeah,
got to try and get what it is.
You hit the nail on the head.
Those dental dams when they're doing like a root canal or something where you can't close your mouth.
You got to guess what they're saying.
Are they that big,
Briggs,
really?
Yeah. Do you have to spray it with like some kind of lubricant so you don't dry out?
Yeah.
He's got that mint spray.
I can't. They're that big, huh?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Briggs. It looks good. It really looks good.
Yeah.
Oh no, trust me. Yeah. It's improved it, but just like you're in pain.
I am in pain.
It's like when the kids, when they're younger and they go get their braces tightened and then they come home like,
I can't stop smiling.
Keith says, there's a question there for you, Ken, from Keith.
What do we got? How's the best way? Well, Keith, and I think, Bob, our good friend Bob, Double Wide 6, he had commented to me the other day on a video saying I should do one based on how I started and all that. Keep in mind, it's not a business for me, although I do charge for the work I do. It started for me when my wife lost her job 20 years ago, and we needed to supplement our income. And I had been working on small engines at that time for about a year. I'm an engineer by trade. I have an engineering degree, an MBA, stuff like that. So I'm in manufacturing. Company I work for, we build helicopters. So, my main thing is engineering and manufacturing. But I always tinkered. I had race cars and things like that, motorcycles and all that. But when my wife lost her job, I said to myself, how can we supplement the income? Because at that time, it was the year around 2000, jobs weren't that plentiful, things like that. I didn't really want to change. So my neighbors would come up to me and say, do you fix stuff? And because they'd see me in my driveway every day fixing something. And usually it'd be either mine or for a neighbor, for a relative or something like that. And most of the time it'd just be, quick fix, give it back to them. But then I said, wait a minute, I'm spending money on parts and things like that. I should start charging. So I, $20 here, $10 here, whatever. So I did that. But if you want to start doing it, and David Small Engines, who came on the stream yesterday, said it too. If you really want to do it the right way and create in the U.S. here an LLC, a limited liability corporation, you got to get a tax number. Okay. And that way, if you get a tax number, you could do like Mick and other guys do with Stens and Rotary and all those different brands. You can get dynamite deals on components where you'll buy a part that if you're going into a dealer, it's $20. You can get it for $6 because you have a tax number and you're a customer of a supplier. So if you're going to do it and you want to make it into a business where you're going to support yourself and all that, do an LLC to protect yourself legally, but get a tax number. The only thing with a tax number, though, you have to do quarterly, income tax. Every quarter, you got to report in, the income and what you made and all that. But the tax number gets you dynamite deals on parts, components that people off the street. I can't go to Stens and say, give me part number 123. They'll ask me for the tax number. But if I go to a friend of mine who has a tax number and say, hey, can you buy this stuff? I'm saving 80% of the cost of the suggested retail price. And these catalogs usually list your cost in the back and suggested retail in the front when it shows the part. So you'll see suggested retail of $10. You go in the back, it's $1.98. That's pretty good margin. So if you're going to start, be legal, do it the right way. Like I said, for me, it's more of a hobby. I don't make a ton of money doing it. I try and help people out. It's all word of mouth. I don't advertise, but I literally, in my database right now, I've got close to 600 customers. But I may not see one guy for 5 years until the equipment craps. So it's just.
I think the other thing. I think the other thing is, Ken, what you got to do also. I don't know if he is a small engine nut or not. And to start off with, despite all of that stuff, what Ken's just mentioned, which is 100% correct, is I would just start buying equipment and doing it up and selling it before you start doing customer repairs, because if you do customer repairs, you are liable when you sell something, despite the fact it is a hobby. If you repair a lawnmower and it's not put back correctly as per it should be, and you're shown to be experienced or have good knowledge within that area, if something goes wrong with that piece of equipment, you are liable. So I was watching a little video the other week. Someone who's buying and selling just push bikes, and apparently there's actually a law in the UK where the push bike brake handles must be, if fitted, the front brake must be on the
left side.
Right. I think it's the right, isn't it? I think I might have it ran the wrong way. But the only law is, if there are brakes fitted, they must have a certain brake on the certain handle, and it's all to do with motorbike clutches. It's all to do with that, and that's why I think it's a front brake is on the right. I might be wrong.
Clutch is on the left.
And if you fit the brakes alternately, just because you've got 2 or 3 bikes and you scrap them and you make one good one out of 4, whatever. If you put the brakes on and run the wrong way and someone has an accident and you're seen to be selling these items on a regular basis, that means you have knowledge, which means you are then liable. So when I first ever started out, before I even did customer repairs, I just bought my stuff, stripped it down, made an engine or whatever, and sold it on. That's what I did first. So it's a bit like this one. That's come back after 6 weeks. It's a return. The bloke's absolutely fine with it. I know what's up with it. I don't think he's been truthfully honest with me, only because I've been in the game a little while. But either way, I'm going to do the repair for nothing, because it's only going to cost me around about £2 or £3 to repair it. That's it. He's driven about 8 miles to my house to return the item to get it working again. So just be mindful. What I'm trying to say is if you're going to do repairs and service work for customers, you then become liable if you don't put it back together right, and you have knowledge within your field. You can become liable. So just go careful.
But John T over there was asking, do you need liability insurance? If you're a company, John, then you're going to have to protect your company. That's why I said LLC. LLC usually protects your house and your possessions and things like that. One thing that I want to stress too, and everyone will agree with me, never, ever defeat a safety switch. If someone comes to you and says, I want to be able to mow backwards, or I want to don't. And I'll be honest, if I get a piece of equipment in with broken switches, I will not touch it until he agrees to let me fix it. Because, even look what happened to me with all the safeties were there. Everything was there. It's just something wasn't working properly. So safety is of paramount. You have to make sure all of them are working. And I've got a video coming out later today where a customer of mine, I don't know if you guys remember, I did something called a Frankenmower, where he had a Toro engine on top of a Lawn Boy, but he defeated the grass bag safety switch. So when you turn this mower on, the back of it didn't have a door. It was open. You could stick your hand in there, or an animal could get in there. And I was like, whoa, what is this? So I made sure I fixed it, and I put it in the video on how to do it. But safety is the utmost importance with power equipment, because, you got blades spinning at 13,500 feet per minute. You kill somebody, so you
funny.
really.
The original Snapper high back, before they had the safety bar on it, the only it was open. If you took the chute off, then it would stop. But with the chute off, the chute didn't have one.
Yeah.
But then you fall under the if installed. So lots of cars back in the day in the UK. I think in I don't know. I'm not a car bloke. I think it's about 1950, 1960. Some cars didn't have seatbelts, so therefore, because they're not fitted as standard, you then don't have to have them. So under grandfather rights, if you want to call it, you can get away with it. I had a mower come in this season. I sold it to a gentleman. He rang me back up and said within 3 or 4 days, he said that the front axle's come off. And all it is, it's a stupid poor design with just a spring, and on the axle there's a big washer, and they've just got a grinder and got 2 tabs, and the tabs are a bit worn. So I got my grinder back out. I developed 2 new tabs and fixed that. But when I tipped the mower up to have a look at it, he had actually he had the Blade Boss on, and then he had about 6 or 8 washers, big ones, between the Blade Boss and the blade.
To get it lower?
Yeah, to make it lower, obviously.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the blade vent is not centrifugally on the boss. Yeah,
Not balanced.
and it could move it left or right. So me being me, I took it off, the washers off, and just put it back on as it should be. About 2 weeks later, he come back and he said, "It's not cutting as low as it used to." I said, "Yeah, no, I took the washers off." You can't do that. The only way you can do that is to buy those boss spacers that go inside the boss.
Yeah.
But you must also then buy the extended crankshaft bolt that goes up inside it. That's the only way to do it properly. And he said, "Well, can't you just put the washers back on?" I said, "No, there's your washers. Feel free to put it back on if that's what you want to do, but you won't see me do it, because if that blade is it should be between 5 and 8 mil inside the deck, give or take. If it's 10 mil outside the deck, you've got high risk of chopping your feet, chopping your fingers, or whatever. So I don't modify mowers like that any way, shape, or form. It's got to have a stop switch, and it's got to be with it inside the deck. Otherwise, it don't go out.
I thought about you the other day. Oh, excuse me, Mick. I thought about you the other day. My mother was outside. I was cutting her grass yesterday. I have a snapper rear engine rider that I bring to her house, and it's got a big deck, 30-inch or whatever. She walks out with the slippers on, like you have sometimes, Mick, your sandals, and she's walking right, and the mower's on, and she's like walking right up to it, and I'm like, I'm shutting everything off. I'm like, dude, if you walk close enough, say she slipped on the grass, the big toe, you know what I mean? I mean, crazy.
Yeah. The evolution saw, the chop saw they make in the UK, and they've got all around the UK. There's 2 safety features on it. So one is a clip on the side when you open it to change the blade, and one behind it. And I got a saw secondhand, paid really cheap money for it, about a $5. I said, "What's wrong with it?" He said, "I can't get it working." So I looked at the safety features. He disconnected everything, all the safety features. So literally, I reconnected it, got it all working, got the new blade. No problem. But there's 2 magnets either side on the actual one of the safety blades. You can't open it without that magnet being in place, basically, to stop it.
Yeah.
And it's a safety feature. And he just disconnected it. He said he was fed up of it. But you pull the
That's
saw back up.
They use magnets.
Puller Bread just come in the chat, Snob.
Yeah.
See ya. If you can perhaps email Dusty Blonde, and we can do a sticker swap, because Mick Mars just told me that he's got some of your stickers that he's going to kindly send to me, and we'd like to send you stickers, Puller Bear. And I've actually just noticed, just here, guys, I don't know if you can see that, just here. Briggs, I mean, it's only just come tomorrow.
Hey, Edward Thomas asked why I'm smiling. I just had 4-in-1 dentures put in the bottom, and they kind of are pronounced. Look up 4-in-1. They drill 4 posts in your jaw, and they glue in. I've been working on it for over a year now, and Monday I got the denture inserted, and I got this little magnetic screwdriver that I go in and take them out to clean them. That's why I'm smiling.
Do you have to put your head in a vice when you do that, or something? Or
no, you just take the screwdriver and put it in. It's like magnetic. It's hard to see. There's little screw caps here.
Trust me. It's not hard to see. We can see it loud and clear.
You can't see the screw heads. They go one's here. One's here.
Hey, David. Hey guys, David's here from yesterday. Hey David, touch your nose so I know it's you. There we go. All right, here comes David from Kansas City. Hold on, guys.
David's here from yesterday.
Holding on.
Touch your nose so I know it's
Here
you.
he is.
Yep. All right. Now, what you have to do, David, shut off your YouTube and only look at the StreamYard.
Holding on. Touch your nose so I know it's you. Now, what you have to do, David, shut off your YouTube and only look at the StreamYard.
Okay.
Holding on. Touch your nose so I know it's you.
Nope, still on. X out of your YouTube. The X on YouTube. Click off on YouTube.
Okay.
You'll still be there on StreamYard, but you won't get the echo. He clicked off the wrong one.
He's done the wrong one.
Bionic
right.
Briggs. There you
Hey,
go.
I was like that in the beginning too. I clicked off the wrong one.
Where do you stand, Ken? Where do you stand on chainsaws? Do you buy chainsaws in to sell them, or do you sell to members of public chainsaws? Where do you stand on that?
I actually used to have over 200 chainsaws that I got from a friend of mine who had a business, and he retired, and I had them in my basement. Oh my gosh, 10 years. But the problem was a lot of them were just part saws, and the ones that were fixable around here, people don't do a lot of their own wood cutting by me, Mick. They'd rather hire someone to do it or just buy cord firewood. But once in a while, it's more. I don't mind doing the repairs on them, but I've lately said if it's a Ryobi, just a cheap one, you know what? I don't want to work on it because you're going to tell a guy a $150 chainsaw and you're going to charge him $80 for the repair because that's what it's going to cost. It's not feasible, you know. I'll do it. Don't get me wrong. And people have come to me with pieces of garbage. It looks like they got them at the dump, but they wanted them fixed. And I tell them up front, it's going to be roughly this. Hey, if they want to pay the money, who am I, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I used to be like Bruce, though. I used to be afraid of two strokes until I learned the golden rule of two strokes. Always pull the muffler before you even.
Without a doubt.
If you see scoring, you're done. So
yeah.
So you think I look like Ken's little thing there, Scrappy? Here,
we'll
get the wrench. Watch, we'll get the wrench. Here, we'll get the wrench. Watch, we'll get the wrench. Let me get the hat so I can do the part right. You know, let me get the hat. You know.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you got the choppers. Oh yeah.
Oh, I see a thumbnail coming on.
I'm telling you.
I don't have a crescent wrench. I got the pipe wrench to go to, you know. So we'll get the hat on and we'll do it right.
All right, here's David again. We're gonna try it again, David. Hold on, let me zoom you in, Briggs. Hold on a minute. Let me get you up here. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's like watching my TV. Hold on, David. Hold on a second.
There we go. There we go. We'll get the wrench going. There we go.
Hold on. Bring the camera closer.
Wait a minute.
Bring the camera closer.
Copy screen.
That's
there you go.
All my customers. You kidding me? All right, that's enough. That's a Halloween costume, Briggs.
If you turn up at a schoolyard like that, you'd terrify the kids. Dick Small Engine is saying anybody operating a chainsaw in the UK should have a license. It's actually incorrect, Dick. Not to stamp on your toes. It's incorrect. You can go into any tool station, Screwfix, B&Q, anywhere like that, and buy a 14-inch chainsaw off the shelf. No problems, no license required or anything.
But do you need a license for a bigger one or something, Nick? What was the point of that?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you can't buy brand new big boys. No, you can't buy them.
Oh wow.
You need to have a license. Because you have to pass exams over here. You have to pass exams like cross-cutting, fallen trees under stress, and all that sort of stuff. And chainsaw maintenance. You have to do those courses to buy the big saws. Yeah.
All right, let's try David again.
And all that sort of stuff. And chainsaw maintenance. You have to do those courses to buy the big saws.
Dave, you're still on both YouTube and StreamYard. So go up to your bar. The one that says YouTube, get out of that one. He did it again.
Can we?
I was going to end the stream. It's been after an hour, but I see I'm going to have to be here for another hour with David.
Yeah, just keep it running. It's Sunday. You ain't got nothing to do.
Well, the Snobby and Briggs show. I look forward to that.
Definitely. And
can we just explain to David that before he actually comes out, if we explain to him before he actually comes up, right, that he needs to go to the top of the screen and he'll have his two tabs open, one for StreamYard and one for YouTube. And he'll need to go to the YouTube tab and go to the black X and just get rid of the YouTube. And then it'll all be quiet. There'll be no echo and they'll be just running straight through on StreamYard.
It sounds easy. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Boats US. Good morning, Boats. William, too. Good morning, William. So here in the US, I was gonna say, Mick, here in the US, you can buy anything. You know, guns, bullets.
Yeah, you can't over here, bud. You can just a 14-inch. I think you can get away with 16s. But anything over that, maybe you need to have a license. I sell very, very small amount of chainsaws. I can sell loads, but generally I don't sell a lot because if a customer turns up and I ask the question, have you used a chainsaw before? No, sorry, man, I'm not selling to you. End of. I can't.
What about people then that actually sell like these small engines, like at boot sales, flea markets? You know, I mean, I've seen loads of stalls that are selling like lawnmowers, chainsaws, trimmers, you name it, and they just buy them. You know, and they just walk off with it. There's no explanation how to start it or anything.
Like I say to you, Snob, if that chainsaw, that they rev it up and the chainsaw and the chain gets chucked off, comes back. Cause generally a chain won't go forward. A chain will come back on you, and smash you on the wrist. And especially if you don't wear no gloves, it just smash your hand up. If that chainsaw failed and someone was seriously injured, if the person who sold it to them at the car boot, if you can trace them, for instance, that person, if they're selling multiple machines and they've been proven to work on them, they're liable. But so many people just go onto Facebook, buy, I don't know, 4 or 5 mowers, they get them running, and then sell them at a car boot sale. To me, that's showing they have knowledge in that area. So therefore, in a court of law, you're liable. You're liable for it.
But usually around here in a flea market, when you see cheap stuff like that, they'll put a tag as is right on it. You know, no warranties applied, no nothing.
Sold as seen is absolutely fine, but you still got up to 14 days in a small claims court to return the item.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Sold as seen, no returns, does not vanquish you from responsibility if you have knowledge.
Huh.
It doesn't do that. So what I do is when I sell some of my stuff, especially my higher end stuff, I just sold recently a Hater 56. Sold it for really good money. It made really good money. And I sold it as seen in fully working condition after any test welcome. So that means the person's coming down, they're going to part with a sensible amount of money. They're going to test the machine thoroughly, make sure it all works as it should do. And if they're happy, they then sign a document to say they've tested it, they've paid the cash, and they're happy with it. No returns. So therefore, as long as the machine stays running, that's not a problem. If the machine failed, within 2 weeks span, bring it on back. I'll have a look at it for you. No charge.
Yeah. Hey, David, now that David's on here, David, I'm going to do you a favor here.
Shouldn't get comfortable because the weather's changing. What temperature on now?
Sparky, mute yourself, buddy. David, I'm going to put the link on for the StreamYard. Copy that link. All right, keep it, copy it, then shut off your YouTube, then paste that link and open it for the StreamYard. That should work. Just make sure there's no YouTube on your screen when you paste the StreamYard link, and then we'll see what happens.
Chris Small Engine says he won't sell a chainsaw without a brake. Hell no. I wouldn't sell a chainsaw without a brake.
The older chainsaws don't have brakes. What do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't sell them to member public, see? I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
happen.
don't sell saws whole. I just do repairs on them. I don't sell them.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get Dave back. Hey, Mick, who has the record for most times having YouTube and StreamYard on and just didn't get it?
You.
I have the one for cutting myself off while the troll is out playing with Mrs. B.
To be fair, Conker did go through quite a big stint of having YouTube and StreamYard on for about 3 months. I think that was about the longest I know of.
Yeah, the only thing I ever had trouble with real quick, it only took a second, was the pop-out chat. I didn't realize you do the pop-out with the 3 dots and then shut off YouTube. I thought the pop-out would disappear. I didn't know it would stay present.
The biggest problem you have, Ken, is bringing up trolls who want to get naked, and then you dump yourself out of the stream so you can't control what happens, and then you run another stream. Stream. No. You then close that stream down. And then open a brand new stream up, and you do exactly the same again.
Hey, that's how we
laughing.
Oh, don't let him kiss you. That was probably Mick tried to show off. He thought he likes everybody.
I just wish I was there to hear Christine defend me. I heard it was a pretty good rant.
Oh, it was. But the bloke was showing a picture of what you thought was a woman. It was actually Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I was out on my deck, and the sun was shining in, so everyone was kind of fuzzy. I couldn't see what the hell it was.
Polar Bear says, "Oh yeah, I remember that day. It was a good day." Ken was like, "Oh no!" You hit a button and Ken just disappeared. There was a bloke going, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Try to trolls yourself. Yeah.
Oh, great.
dear. Good old days. Mm.
That was a
David's got
riot.
trending.
You see, it happened to me yesterday. Someone came on my stream. I think his name was. I can't remember his name now. It could have been Jeb or something like that. He's from America. He had a question about the ride on. He said, "Oh, can I share a screen?" No, no. Go down in the basement and show me what you want to share first. You know, because you're not going to come up without that. Yeah, well, he's going to come up and hit another button. You know what I mean? No, hell no. Oh, it's not my first rodeo, sweetheart. That ain't happening.
Okay, here he is. Let me see if it'll work this time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Round three.
Here we go.
Round 3.
Here we go. He's got it this time. He's got it.
Okay, here he is. Let me see if it'll work this time. Here we go. Here we go. Round 3. Round
Nope.
3. Here we go. He's got it.
You still have YouTube, David.
Go, Dave. Are you on a laptop? Are you on a laptop, Dave, or are you on a iPad? What are you on?
Yeah. It's on the left.
Are you on a laptop, Dave, or are you on a iPad? What are you on?
I'm on a Google Chrome.
Okay, so up the top of the screen, like Snobby said, on the left-hand side.
He did it again. I hope you guys don't have plans for today because we're going to be here all freaking day.
That's fine. We got nothing to do. It's Sunday.
Yeah,
That's all right. So, Mick, I have a Chromebook, so I know exactly what he's seeing. I'm looking at it, like you said. You got the StreamYard.
Okay, so Ken, why don't you share the screen and show him how to do it?
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
There's an idea.
There you go. Hold on.
I'm full of good ideas from time to
You're
time.
good for something, Mick. You know, I don't care what Snobby says about you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
More of that.
Share screen. Let's see. Share screen.
Just make sure you don't put any photographs up, Ken, that you don't want to be saying. I'm sorry.
Can I make this bigger?
No, should do it by
Snobby, can I
itself.
make this bigger? What's that?
Share, just share the screen. Hit the full screen tab,
Okay,
whatever
hold
it is.
on. Let me hit share. Hold on. Yep. Hold on.
We'll all go over there.
Come on. It's not sharing. I see that the share tab is like grayed out.
Edward Thomas has said, "Shut up, Mick." Okay.
Uh-oh. That's not
Take
nice.
take 5 minutes, Edward. Have 5 minutes.
What do
There
you
you go.
think, Sparky? The share is like grayed out. It's not coming up.
Should
Edward,
be.
Edward, take 5 minutes. Sit on the chair.
Let me
and do
try it
nothing.
again. Hold on. On the bottom, I'm
Have a
hitting
tea
share
break,
screen.
Edward. Have a tea break. Hey, that's an idea, Mick. Why don't you do that in your channel? Say a super chat every pound for a timeout for somebody.
I'm not. No, it's not me. I don't do that sort of thing. I don't like timing people out, apart from Edward Thomas. Bye, Edward.
It's not sharing. I don't know. Why not?
Just refresh
No,
your
you know
page
what
if you can.
All right, hold on.
It's the Sparky Show.
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh dear.
It's Sparky Show.
Ken, where did you go?
It's the Sparky Show.
Sparky told me to refresh, so when I refreshed, it redoes it. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. All right, let me try it again. Hold on. Share screen. And the blue thing says share screen. And it won't share. The share is still grayed out, Sparky. I don't know. It doesn't
That's
have
strange.
it doesn't have a blue box around it.
Do you not have in the centre of your screen where it says share screen? You got to touch the middle screen. You have a picture of us.
Yeah, I have a white box that says share screen. Yeah. It shows a picture of my screen, and on the lower right, it's cancel or share. But when I click, when I hit share, it doesn't come up.
Yeah,
Good.
if you touch the picture of the screen and then hit share, try that.
What do you mean touch the picture of the screen?
You got to touch.
Okay, you got to make. Thank you, Mick.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I had to touch the picture to get it to collect. All right, here we go. All right.
Amateur.
All right. So,
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
share.
Oh my god.
You got it?
Yeah, and now we should be able to see with your finger moving the cursor around. We'll be able to show him where to do it.
Oh, there you go. Good. All right, Dick, if you're on there, is it blurry for you guys? It looks a little blurry for me.
Yeah, it's blurry here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Yeah, weird. All right, but Dick, if you look at my cursor right here, they see the cursor on the right going woo woo. If you go to the upper left here, you have a StreamYard, then the X, then you have the YouTube and the X. Where the YouTube and the X is, click that X, get rid of that YouTube. That way you're still on StreamYard and we'll be able to see you.
I can't see it.
All right, so let me exit out of that.
If you stop sharing, hang on, I'll share my screen. There you go, Ken. Bring me up, Ken, from the basement, buddy.
Hold on. Where are you, Mick? Hold on.
Down the bottom, mate.
Hold on one second. There we go.
All right. There's another picture in the basement, buddy. Another one. It says mixed mowers beside me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. All right, hold on.
Yeah, click on that one.
There we go.
Okay. So here you go. Here it is. Here is it Dick? Is it? No, David. So David Small Engines. When you go onto your book, you'll have a tab here which says StreamYard, and a tab here that says YouTube. So my YouTube is still running, but it's muted. So you've got two options. You either just hit this little tiny cross just here, which gets rid of your YouTube, or you click onto your YouTube tab and you just push the pause button on your YouTube there. I just pause mine. So yeah, click onto this one here, just the little tiny cross here, not this one, because you'll come out of the stream. So click on that one just there and you'll be good to go.
Let's try it again.
Put the link out, Ken.
What's that, Snub?
Put the link out. Put a fresh link out for him.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Boom. There we go. South Texas. Which impact driver do you guys prefer? I have both Milwaukee and Makita, but I guess it doesn't really matter. They're all good. All right, here comes David again.
Here we go.
What are the odds, guys? 5-1, 4-1. What are the odds?
I'm gonna go. No, he hasn't done it.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right,
Here we go. What are the odds?
All right, here we go.
Okay.
1, 4 to 1. What are the odds? I'm gonna go. No, he hasn't done it.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, here we go. What are the odds?
Here we go. Okay, so StreamYard.
Open, Dave. Close out the X up top where it says YouTube.
Okay, so StreamYard.
Yeah, it says Sunday Live.
Yeah, Sunday Live.
Yep.
Click it.
All the way up.
Yeah, press
All
X.
the way up, David, where it says YouTube, then you got a dot, then you got a red X all the way to the right. Click on the X.
All the way up, David, where it says YouTube.
There we go.
Hey!
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, David, I'm going to
Let's
make you a
say something
star. Hold on
different.
a second.
To be fair, David, you should do that every single week, my friend, because this will extend Ken's live stream by half an hour every week. So you're more than welcome to come up.
Okay, thanks.
There you go. Now you're the star, David. Did you see what I said before about the wiring and everything?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I figured it out.
Yeah, cool. All right.
So I just got to do it now. It's
There you
Sunday. I'm taking a
I've
break.
I've had so many things come in where the wiring's either missing or melted or whatever, and it's very simple. It really is. So
Yeah. Yeah, I normally don't work with wiring stuff. I mostly just try to fix the motors. And
no, wiring scares.
it's, I
see
rather
John
work with
T down in the basement, but I don't see any. Oh, John T. John, touch the top of your head, John, just so I know it's you.
You're gonna have a problem.
Okay. Anybody want to go in the basement so John can come up?
Yeah, go on.
I'm happy. Yeah, I don't mind.
You pick.
Well, we got
It ain't a show without Mick.
Mick is the entertainment.
No, I don't know. No, nothing
on.
special. Drop me down. I'm happy. Go down. I'm happy.
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Who went? Sparky.
We got rid of Sparky for a minute. He's in the basement. That's all right. Let me bring up John. Hold on a second. John T. Hold on, buddy. Boom. Let's see what
John
happens.
T.
John T. Welcome.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, loud and clear.
It works.
Oh yeah.
First time, so you know.
Well, I gathered straight away from the chat that he's from
There you
the UK. He actually put pot noodle in the chat.
Pot? No, we love a pot noodle.
You can't beat a pot noodle, especially when you're
Can't
busy.
beat a.
What is that?
What sort of pot noodle man are you? Are you a chicken and mushroom guy, or what are you?
Any.
I'm a chicken and
What's that,
mushroom
like
guy.
ramen noodles?
Come in.
Yeah. Instant noodles. You just pour boiling water into a plastic cup that you rip the aluminium.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we call it. Yeah.
I like the.
What's going on, John? Anything?
No, I just obviously Mick, Bruce, all of you guys, I sort of pick out and prepared a few lawnmowers. Nothing major. I run a scout group, and we have a couple of Hater 21s and a Westwood tractor. So obviously getting to know a bit of information about how these things work off Mick's, Tyrell, you name most of you guys. I think I've watched and learned something off. So, you know, hey Riley boy.
Oh, there's Riley. Hey Riley.
You right?
Yeah, you.
What do you think? Okay.
They're saying hi to you. John said, "Where's your hat?"
What's your hat?
Oh, Briggs, I'm going to throw you down for a second. I got my Arthur Shelby's who wants to come on.
Okay.
Wow, that looks good, Riley boy. Better than your dad.
He don't like wearing hats. He never has done. He hates them.
What's that?
What's what?
Who's that?
That's David's Small Engines. He's in America. Say hi, David.
Hi, Diddish.
Hi.
You right?
You're right.
Dick, I don't see your picture up yet. I see you're in the basement, but I don't see any picture yet. So as soon as I see a picture, I'll see if it's you.
Yeah, it can take.
There you go. Touch your nose, Dick, so I know it's you. There we
That's
go.
Snobby.
Here comes
the
Peaky Blinder.
Oh,
Man in the van.
That's Dick.
Hi, Dick.
Hello, mate. Hello, Riley boy.
Is it more coming?
That's it. They got a full panel now.
Let me see.
There we go. Where are you off to, Dick?
I'm not. I'm just coming to get. I've come outside to get some peace and quiet. I've come and sat in the van to get some peace and quiet.
Yeah, Riley. At any time, just put your dad off the stool and take centre stage.
Where's your
Riley, what's on your face?
What's on his face?
You got a mask on?
Oh,
Blowing his
It
nose.
looked like he had a mask or something.
it's blowing his ooter. Yeah, he was just blowing his nose. No, leave that. No, leave him be. Leave him be. No,
So Dick has to go out into the van to get a peace and quiet vibe.
If I went into my little workshop, the kids would be causing carnage out the back. So I've come into the van for a bit of tranquility, a bit of peace and tranquility.
Listen, it don't get any easier as they get older, you know. It really don't.
It doesn't get any easier.
I know. Well, I've got 5 of them.
it gets worse.
Yes.
Dad, can you just come round and do this job for me?
I know.
Yeah.
Say again, John.
When you get the kids asking you to come round their house and do some DIY for them, can you just do this for me, Dad?
Oh, it never stops, mate. Do it. It never stops. Never stops.
I had my daughter's friend came over yesterday from Massachusetts. He comes over to borrow tools. And I was like, wait, you drove down from Massachusetts so that you could borrow tools from me so that you could go do a job. So that's what he did. He wanted to borrow it. drill, cordless drill.
I seem to remember Snobby having a little tool fairy been into his workshop a while back and had taken some particular pieces out and not put them back where they're supposed to be.
It's a nightmare when you go for something. You think, I'm sure I had one of them. Where is it?
Well,
my wife wouldn't go near my tools. It's like a force field.
When my boy was little, we had grass then out in the back garden, and he used to go out there and he used to get the tools and he used to get the hammer and he used to hammer them into the earth. Right, for some strange reason, I don't know what possessed him to ever do it. And many tools are still buried there now because it's all been slabbed over. So they're gone. But I've just actually been down the shed this morning and put a video together, and you'll see if you do watch it. I've found some spanners. I mean, some old school spanners. Like, it's quite a few, and some of them are called King Dick. Right, back in the day. Yeah, which back in the day apparently were a really, really good spanner, like a Snap-on or something, you know. I've actually used Dick Hawker in there.
Oh,
well, every time I look at this King Dick spanner, it's going to make me remember Dick Hawker all the time.
Well, I think you should spray one up blue, like a moderator spanner, and post it on over to Dick Hawker. Is what I think, and have it up on his head.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do that. Yeah.
Dick, can you Dick, you won a prize last night on my stream. Can you email me your address, buddy?
I will do, mate. That was courtesy.
And let me know. Let me know what you want, because you're the last one, mate.
Okay, mate. Well, we'll do that. Yeah.
Cool.
You look familiar.
I remember you
look familiar.
Spanner, Dick, but I haven't got a King Dick one of them.
I am missing a 10 milli to annoy me, that is. I am missing one. It's bugging, man.
You got to have a collection of 10 and 14 mils, Dick. You got to have a collection of them.
I know.
It's 3/8.
So whereabouts are you then, John?
Northeast England.
Whereabouts are you, John?
Northeast.
Oh, northeast. Okay. Yeah, cool.
Northeast.
Do you have your own channel? Do you have your own channel? Do you, or you just a viewer? What are you?
No, just a viewer. Getting information off you guys.
You not thought about starting your own channel up?
I have, yeah. I've got.
Do it.
I have a Honda Izzy on my own. I want to service it probably a couple of weeks' time once the season's finished.
Yeah.
I've got the service kit, so I might have got a video on it, but I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. I've got the confidence.
It's not it's not about the confidence. You haven't got to be in front of a camera. You can do everything behind the camera. No one's got to see you. You know what I mean? Just put it together.
I mean, you could always go and watch Conquerors first if you know.
Yeah.
Find some inspiration from watching Top Conquerors.
Yeah, do it. Get it done. Get a channel.
Ali Mac's off now. See you later, Ali Mac.
Well, it's all about confidence. It is about confidence in a way. You've got to be quite confident as you progress. I mean, if I look back to some of my first videos, Christ, they're absolutely shocking. In fact, some of my newer ones are absolutely shocking. Sometimes I think that's not even worth putting up. The hell, you know, it's worth 50 quid in 3 months. Get it out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna love my next one.
I would have liked to have seen Dick do his video. You know, the one he done of his carburetor where he was warned against buying cheap carburetors. I would have liked to have seen you, Dick, take your camera down to where you sold it and then say, "Here it is, new carburetor, just been serviced up." Yeah, sitting there pulling the cord and nothing. I'd love to have seen that. That'd be great.
I know. I've still got to have a look at that. I've got another McCulloch self-propelled I picked up yesterday as well. But I just can't get my head around it. It's got to be a fuel issue.
It's them cheap Chinese plastic Briggs carbs, mate. They're absolutely shocking. I wouldn't do it. Just honestly, if it's a customer, just tell them it's going to cost you 38 quid, genuine Briggs part. Well, that's what it's going to cost. Yeah. It's only going to take you no less or no more time to fit it, is it?
No.
It's the same thing. So if they want their lawnmower up and running, it's going to cost them a minimum 40 quid.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Later on.
I was just thinking about profit margins, weren't I? Really, so I just went with the non-genuine.
The thing is that without disrespecting you, you've sold a mower or repaired a mower. You've taken it back to the customer with your invoice. You know what you've done. You've got your bill set out, and you've pulled the cord and it hasn't started yet to bring it back.
Yeah, I know.
So your customer base, that customer is now probably thinking, Christ, you know, that could have happened next week, and maybe I couldn't take it back to him. So don't shoot yourself in the foot.
I know, mate. I know.
You know, that's what I do. That's what I do, mate. I don't muck about with them no more. I've got a bucket here, look, full of them. Look, trash,
Crap.
Yeah.
trash. You know, just put a genuine. If it's any other carb, I'd say Chinese parts are okay. But if you're,
I'm on the panel, darling. Sorry.
if you them plastic carburetors, mate, yeah, don't do it.
They found you, Dick. They know where you're hiding.
Two of them have found me now. Two of them have found me.
Hello.
Oh, that's it. Hello, little ones. There they are. Look. Yeah, yay.
No,
Daddy's going down the Daddy's going down the sweet shop. Daddy's going down the sweet shop.
Can't sit there, darling.
Dick, I got a tip for you, Dick. There's a button that's called the door lock. You just click on it, and then they can't get it.
He went for his phone then. Did you see that?
I thought you was, yeah. I went to mute me. I went to muties.
Ed says he's been working on stuff for 30 years. Still don't know what he's doing. I don't know about Ed. You are a master. You are a master when it comes to machines, Ed. I know that.
No.
Why?
Keith says, can you talk about
Keith is asking a little more about that. Good.
Go
Go ahead, Ken.
Well, why don't you click?
No,
link
go ahead.
and
You
come
can
up?
add more than I can.
You can always click the link, can't you, and come up if you want to, and have a bit more of a chat about it. Hey, I'll drop down, not a problem.
I'll drop down. I'm happy. I don't know if David's actually paused or if he's staring at the screen. I don't know what David's doing.
I mean, is there, honestly, it is a question, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
David
where Keith's
Frozen.
actually from. By the surname, it's possibly from the US. I'm not 100% on that, right? And obviously, out in the US, it's completely different to the UK. And could you run a substantial business doing repairs on like lawnmowers and stuff, like 9 to 5?
I would say no, dependent on what machines you take in. I find there's very little money return profit wise in 2-stroke stuff.
Mhm.
If you were doing 4-stroke stuff all the time, whether it be just self-propelled push or riding mowers, yes, there's money in that. But I've found that the majority of the 2-stroke stuff that I do, unless it is a steel Husqvarna or something along that line, there's very, very little money in it.
Would it matter whereabouts you live in the UK regarding the work that you would get as well?
Definitely. You know, I can sell a cylinder mower. Let's just take a Balmoral 20-inch cylinder mower. Down this part of the world, or this part of the country, they sell for not much more than about £250 top end, second-hand serviced. Further up north you go, sort of around Reading, around Berkshire, all of the big boys play. You can sell them anywhere between 400 to 600.
Yeah.
So you got to base it on the households and the lawns. Down my neck of the woods, lots of new builds going up, lots of little tiny lawns. They don't want the cylinder mowers; they just want their cheap, cheerful B&Q mower. Get out their 4x6 shed once a fortnight and cut the grass for £80. Done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it all depends where you live. Bigger the lawns, the bigger the money. Simple as.
And do you think that's relatively the same in the
And
US?
the thing with service sales is one thing. Around here, most people have tractors because of the size of their lawns. They use a Honda or something for trimming, you know, around the sides. But I found here with service anyway, the reason I like service is you can pick and choose the job. All right.
Yes.
For example, someone will call me up and say, I have a John Deere model XYZ. If I'm not totally familiar with it or with the problem, I could, you know, spend 10 minutes, look it up, see if I could find something that helps me out. But if I'm not comfortable, I just say no. it's different though, because I'll have 500 or 600 customers over the years, and I'll just every day something will be in my driveway with a tag on it with their phone number saying, "Ken, this doesn't work," boom. But 99% of the time, those people, I've worked on the equipment before. I look back at my computer, I see what I did, and usually I have a reference and I know what to do. But they call their friends, their neighbors, and say, "Oh, my Aunt Tilly said you fixed her tractor 4 years ago. Can you fix mine?" And they just drop it off and leave it. No. Well, it all depends on what needs fixing. But with repairs, I can pick and choose. I could just say, "Sorry, I'm not familiar with that brand," or something, and I could recommend someone to go to. So that's why I like repairs.
That's what I do.
Yeah. It's a bit like over here, Snob. Polar Bear Ed has said no profit on two strokes. You're right, because let's just take an HS45 hedge trimmer, steel, okay? 2 foot cutting blade, double edged blade, really good bit of kit, light, well balanced, does the job. It's steel, everyone knows and trusts the name. Good bit of kit. Brand spanking new, out of the box, year's warranty. You can get it for around about £180 to 220 is the margin, somewhere in there.
Wow.
They sell all day long on Facebook and eBay and all those sort of places. They sell it all day long, £120 to £160 top end for a good one. By the time you get one in, I pick them up for generally around about 30 quid. I don't want to pay no more than about £30 for one. That's top end. By the time you might have to just throw a new carburetor on it, put new fuel lines on it, a new spark plug, new set of air filters, pre-filter, new fuel filter. You're already in the hole now. A steel HS45 kit, genuine, is going to cost you around about 15 quid for just a service kit. That doesn't include the fuel lines or the carburetor if you want to put a new carb on. Put a new carb on from China for £6, wait 3 weeks. You're going to be in the hole for around about £35 to get that machine up and running, sharpen the blades up, all that sort of stuff. So you're now looking at 65 to 70 quid in the hole, and you need to now sell that for around about £120 to £160 top profit, depending on the time of year. They generally sell for about 120 quid. If you count your labour, which lots of people do count labour, I don't count my own labour when I'm working on my own machine because it's a labour of love. So there's not a lot of money in it, but yeah, I have serviced this week. I've serviced three bits of kit, and I've given the bloke the invoice for it. He's well happy. He's got full service on 3 bits of kit. That full service has only actually really cost me around about 25 quid, really, and then it's only cost me about 2 hours labour to do the job. So I'm in it to win it, the servicing. But when you get into repairs, different ball game. There's not a lot of money in it.
I mean, so you couldn't run a 9 to 5 business and sort of have an annual turnover of about £40,000 then to just make just to keep your head above water.
Not all the time. If you're a business and you've got business rates and you've got all you might have other employees, and then you've got people like myself in the local area who are continuously undercutting you as a business, which is what I saw a certain video just the other day. He was saying that he rang up he's in America, and he rang up about 10 lawnmower stroke small engine repair shops and asked them, "I've got a hedge trimmer, how much do you charge for blade sharpener service?" And I give him a price, and he just wrote that price down. "How much do you charge for a lawn tractor?" I've got a lawn tractor, what he's doing. He wrote that price down. All he's going to do is he's just going to knock $40 off. That's all he's going to do. Same thing, no warranty and all the rest of it. He's just going to go out and undercut that man. If you get your advertising out, for me, I could earn serious money if I advertise correctly. But as a business, unless you're big, someone like you take Terrell, for instance, Grass Rat's Garage. He doesn't muck with any 2-strokes. You don't see any 2-strokes in his shop. They're just not worth the hassle. But he can turn over 6 or 7 lawn tractors a day. He's got a business which is super successful. So there is money to be had, but when you put your overheads in there, it takes a big slice out.
He did a couple of 2-strokes. He had one of his cousins come in and do a couple 2-stroke repairs.
He can do them, and he does do them. But as a business, he says by the time you get your, like you were saying, Ken, you get a chainsaw in for repair, and it's a home like mighty. Okay, you get it in, and it needs a new a brake system on it. You know, you order one up, whether it be O&M or whatever, you order it up, it's going to be $20, $30, whatever it is. For another $30, you can buy another saw brand new. Brand spanking new, out the box with a year's guarantee on it.
Pretty much.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Hey?
So does that have a massive effect on, you know, obviously we've moved into a different economy than what we was 20 years ago. And we know that now China produced so many of these cheaper products for the general consumer to buy. You know, is it a case of, you know, you buy one, have it 5 years and then throw it away and buy another new one? You know,
yeah, pretty much.
Has it knocked that man out that used to sit there and preparing stuff?
Yeah, it definitely has. It definitely has. If you take a company over here, Snobby, Screwfix Direct, you can buy a chainsaw, a leaf blower, a strimmer multi-tool, a strimmer with a brush cutter. If you bought all 3 or 4 bits of kit, you're going to part with no more than about £550. Okay, if you bought all their power tool assembly. Those power tools come with a year's warranty, 2 years extended warranty if you want it. For £500, if you're a professional lawn care guy, you can afford to buy 3 or 4 of those items a year outside of warranty and still make money on your lawns.
Yeah.
So why would you bother going down to someone like Mick's Mower Shack, getting another carburetor and have to spend X amount of money on labour? When you go to Screwfix, spend another £120, get another strimmer with an extended 2 years warranty, and that's you done. It is a very hard game to stay competitive. That's why I don't do a great deal of service work. I get quite a bit in, but for me, I like to do the repair work. Get a junk mower, get it for next to nothing, plenty of room for profit. Put a few parts on it, whether it be brand new or second hand, service it, polish it up, get it out the door, maximum profit, maximum turnaround. You might get them in 6 months' time later for a service. I doubt you'll see them the year after that because they forget about you.
Certainly not 30 years later, Mick.
Say again, mate.
Certainly not 30 years, mate, like your ransoms that you've got.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
hey,
definitely,
Mick, do the Chinese parts fit the Echo and Steel and the American stuff?
As long as
the attachments.
I mean, I do a lot of Frankenstein stuff, much like you, Ken. So you know, lots of stuff. When they're manufactured, someone will say, "I've got this product," and then Echo, McCulloch, Quocast will say, "Yeah, I'll have that product. We'll have 5,000 off you." They just put their sticker on it. So majority of the stuff, there may be a little tiny workaround you may have to do just to make them fit. In fact, I did one on my Titan multi-tool with a company called Extend It, and they do hedge cut. They do just the ends, and all I had to do was just literally drill a hole the other side of where they put their hole, and it fits straight into my McCulloch. Bomb, straight in, done. Just with a 6 mil hole. You know, so there are modifications you can do to save money. But with what John was saying, when you get to like the ransom stuff and the Suffolk punch stuff, that's a completely different market. Completely different. I sold Pete Froud's ransom. It had to have a little repair done to it. I don't know why it come to me. It come to me for some reason, because I did a grass box exchange on him, but it did have a little bit of a problem, which I fixed. Funnily enough, I sold that lawnmower for Pete to a bloke back up in Berkshire. So it travelled from Berkshire to my house, and from my house back to Berkshire again. And it sold to a 74-year-old man who's got a really lovely property. I must say, really lovely property. And he didn't want a brand new Alec mower. He wanted a Suffolk punch with the F12 sloper. That's what he wanted. So that's a completely different market.
I was looking for a Hater 21 parts for ours for the deck, and the prices are just absolutely through the roof. Second-hand rusty. You just cannot get hold of the second-hand parts.
It's no different. It's no different to having a pair of Nike Air trainers or a pair of Gola trainers. If you want Gola trainers, you get them cheap and cheerful. If you want Nike Air, you got to pay the price. That's just what it is.
So, you know, like, this is a strange question, right? Obviously, I can remember as a youngster, right, that our UK grass is completely different to what I see in the US, right?
Yes.
Now, there are people in here that just have the rotary mower that go around, chop it all down, and then you get these other I'm going to say connoisseur grass people that want very, very like 1/4 inch high grass that's thick and like you know, I'm talking about. I'm going back like 40 years now. You know, I
like a
remember
golf course.
Yeah, I mean, like even better than a golf course, even the green. They want their grass to be absolutely perfect. Is that generation still around today? I mean, John might know that. He's a sort of older guy. I don't believe that generation's around anymore.
I would say that generation has changed from what I've seen.
Yeah.
The older generation, like my granddad, he had an old Atco B17 Commodore, and he used to have a cylinder mower, and he had a hand scarifier, and he had a hand aerator, which are all things you have to do if you're running a cylinder mower. You have to aerate and you have to scarify, all that sort of good stuff. I think now that the people who are buying these mowers, like the big Alex and what have you, they are more people that have more money than sense, because they will buy the mower, but they won't scarify twice a year, or they won't aerate twice a year, and they won't do all the minerals, all the fertilizing, and all that sort of stuff with it. Because there's so much work goes into having a lawn like that. So much work.
Yeah, the thing is, probably now everyone's buying AstroTurf and putting that in the back garden.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't mind selling mowers to people with AstroTurf. I don't mind. I can do it all day long.
No, but it's true though, isn't it? I mean, the way things have dramatically changed, you can go out and I could actually, because mine's all slabbed out there. If I really wanted to, I could just go and put some that fake AstroTurf down and never have to worry about it. I'll maybe go out with one of them leaf blowers or suckers.
Well, you say that, Snob, but actually, there is actually stuff you have to do with AstroTurf. There's actually brushes you have to buy. The brush, if you want lines in your AstroTurf, you have to go up and down it with a brush. Because you can't actually get lines. Yeah, no, I am deadly serious. You think I'm pulling your trunk up? I ain't. If you want lines in your AstroTurf, there is you can buy them on like a strimmer attachment, just like an oscillating brush.
That's right.
And you just go up and down and you brush it. So actually, you're if you're that way inclined, you actually are doing more work by putting this stuff down. You've got to kill your lawn. You've got to put your anti-weed stuff down. And if you've got a dog, that's going to rot it eventually and all that sort of stuff. So there's just as much work in AstroTurf as what there is in real grass. You know?
I mean, I hope that my old man still got them. But my nan used to have tools. Like if you had like a concrete pavement in the lawn, she had this like roller that had like a cutting wheel on it that you would just roll along and it would cut the edges. Yeah, an edge up, which has got to be, I don't know, it's over 40 years old, so it's definitely a vintage tool. You know, you can tell by the actual colour of the handle and everything like that. You know, I hope they've still got it. I haven't seen it for a long time. But then, you know, then the modern age came in with an electrical strimmer. You know, so that became redundant. You know, the
petrol edgers, especially in the States, they still use them a lot.
Yeah, no, this was a manual hand one.
Oh, okay.
All right. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that before. I mean, you know, you don't see them around today, let me tell you that. But what I'm saying is, you know, back, say, when I was like a teenager, the electrical strimmers became available. And then that old tool that you have to do by manual, because everything was done by manual back in the day, you know, it gets redundant because an electrical strimmer comes out.
Yeah.
You know,
I was watching it.
Never seen again.
I was watching a video the other week, and it's a company that sells cylinder mowers, and with one cylinder mower, they have a choice of about 8 cartridges you can put in that mower, from a scarifier, aerator, some kind of piercing thing, which is more aggressive than a scarifier to remove even more fats from the grass. So there's about 8 cartridges you can buy for this one mower.
Damn.
Well, that mower is going to cost you around about 1,200 quid to about £1,800 for the top of range one. But you then got to buy the 8 cartridges to go on top of that.
Wow.
And that then doesn't include your lawn care on top of that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's loads. I mean, there's thousands of small businesses that go around doing like conifer trimming up and so on and so on. I mean, if you really, really wanted to push the business, I'm sure you could go to many golf courses and perhaps get their work. There's a lot of work in the UK now, subcontracted out. You know, they don't actually do it on site anymore for themselves. They sub it out to someone that they go, yeah, I'll just deal with that. And we don't care what it costs to get it repaired. You know,
last year, Snobby, I paid over $500 last year to have my lawn treated like 7 times, all the chemicals and stuff. It was crappier than before. You know what he says to me?
Yeah.
Now you got to wait 3 or 4 years till it all kicks in.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I sold a lawnmower to a gentleman not so long ago. It was a cylinder mower, and he actually is a groundsman up at Goodwood Racecourse up road from me. And they've got a golf course up there and all that sort of stuff. And they do all their own mechanics in-house, even sharpening their own cylinders on their cylinder mowers. They do it all in-house. But they're big machines, like their ride-on tractors and what have you. It's all leased. So as soon as the blade starts to go a bit duff, they just off-lease it and get a new one in. Done. Ain't got much about. And it's the same. And that's the same with farmers now. So many farmers in the UK, you've seen them. They've got a brand new tractor every single year. Every year. Langmeads down here is one of the biggest farmers in the country, I think, Langmeads. Yeah. They own so much land, it's not even funny. Well, they're now selling it for houses. But they run these blue Ford tractors. That's all they do. Blue Ford tractors. And they're brand spanking new every single year. They're all just leased out. They don't own nothing.
And even like to go as far as what you mentioned a little while ago, Mick, about the houses that they actually build today. You know, they've got a postage-sized garden, postage stamp-sized garden that's about 20 foot square, if you're lucky. With some people not even having a front garden lawn because they actually tarmacked it, they blacktopped it already, or even block paved it. You know, so all the new houses that we're seeing develop today have got no lawn at all.
No, and they all now run electric mowers with little tiny plastic rollers on the back, little tiny Bosches, the sort of things you pick up, Snob, but only last 6 months.
Yeah,
you know, they're all doing that. And I think I saw one of your videos recently, where you picked one up and you actually went to B&Q and saw the price of one. I think they went up for about 130, 140 quid, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and then I found lawnmowers that you can actually buy for about £45. You know, that will last. And then I can go around the corner and find another one that will cost you sort of £140. But what I do like is when I find a vintage electric mower, which I recently found a fly mow, which I can remember that's got to be 40 years old, plus the cool cast one that I found, which I know is well over 40 years old, because once they're gone, they're gone.
They're done.
They're gone.
It's much the same as this one here, Snob. This little tiny ransom. There's my one I restored. It's under blankets and stuff. But that one there, 1964 Ransom Marquis F12 sloper. That was free to collector. Someone actually was just on Facebook and just giving that away. You can have it. The carburetor alone for that is an Amel 379121 carburetor. You can't buy them. Amel went out of business years ago. Villiers went out of business years ago. You cannot buy them parts. They're just not. I think you can buy the carburetor float pin, and you can buy the intake fuel tap. You can still buy those, but they're copies. That carburetor alone will go on eBay for anywhere from £80 upwards, just the carburetor alone. I've got 3 of those.
Wow.
Because if people are just going to throw it out, I'll just wait 10, 12 years and I'll put them online. They'll be £200 each. You know? It's crazy.
Hey, Mick, did you say you were by Goodspeed?
Again.
You said you were by Goodspeed, where they do the Festival of Speed each year?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to go there. That's a beautiful place.
Well, come on over, Ken. I'll put you up for a week. Come on around. They do it every year, Andy. Yeah. It's manic. Absolutely manic.
Well, that's what you look for.
So how?
All right, guys. I didn't want to cut it unless anyone else has anything else, because Mick's got me to go now over 2 hours.
You've got a question there from Keith. So how do I get started in a small engine business?
Just do it.
Start buying machines in, start servicing them, start repairing them, start pushing them out and selling them. Start from there, and then go on to customer.
Get your name out there so people know you. Yeah, get your name out there, friends, neighbors, hey, I did a lot of free work for a while, friends,
Yeah.
neighbors, co-workers and stuff. Once your name gets out there, then you start charging, be reasonable. But then once everyone knows you're good and you know what you're doing, then you can charge regular rates. I'm about half of what the dealer charges, but I don't have overhead and all that. But just get your name out there, get a reputation. People know I do good work. Once they know you do good, reasonable work, you'll have the business.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to hit it. I got to go have breakfast. It's already 10 o'clock here in the U.S. and I haven't had my breakfast yet.
Hey, oh, come on, Ken. We're just getting comfortable here.
Look. I need to fill Taro up here. I gotta fill the belly. But Snobby, send me info on that screen. I definitely want to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'll do a video, Ken.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping. We got Snobby, we got Nick, we got Dick, we got John, we got David. Everybody else that's in the chat. We had a lot of people today. We got 28 watching right now. I think we were as high as like 30. So I appreciate everybody. David, I hope we helped you out with what you need.
Yeah.
So join us anytime.
All right.
Nick, keep going with the People Blind. And guys, we'll see you soon.
Well done.
Yeah, I mean, you
Guys,
Take care, guys.
thank you.
Take care.
Titus.
If I screw up, and don't shut it off, have a good time without me.
yeah.
Anything could happen in the next 5 seconds.
Ta-ra, take care. Ta-ra.
Titus.
Oh well, he's off.
Cheers.
I'm waiting for him to shut. I'm waiting for him to kill the stream.
I thought that as well. I'll wait.
Me too.
I'll see you later, guys.